Hi everyone, welcome to another tarot pick a card reading. Thank you so much for being here. Today's reading is about career, your career energy, opportunities, current situation, blocks, and growth momentum. We have three piles. Number one, ring and lepidolite. Number two, key, and this is Zoisite ruby. Number three, bear and fluorite. Pause the video if you need more time and I will continue with our readings. Thank you. If you have chosen the ring and the lepidolite stone, this is going to be your message about your career. So let's see, what is going on? Where are you right now? Energetically in your career, what is going on? What is coming towards you? What are your opportunities? What are the potential blockages? And how can you handle these blockages? What should you do? Let's see. So where are you at the moment? High Priestess reversed. Four of Cups reversed. Eight of Cups, very good. Queen of Coins. Child. Bear. Sorry. Stars. Aren't we supposed to have one more? Give me a moment, sorry. Lilies, very good. Opportunities. Seven of Coins. Justice reversed. Knight of Coins. Four of Coins. The Fool. Don Juan. Addict. Okay. And then challenges. Four of Cups. Okay. Strength. World reversed. And Knight of Coins reversed. And how are you supposed to handle this? Where are you going with all of this? Man, Clover, Stars, Star, and Scythe. Not bad. Let's talk about this thing. Right now, it looks like we are stepping out of a very passive situation. Something that has been passive, maybe unclear or not fulfilling. We have the High Priestess reversed, and it's obvious that your intuition probably has been a bit clouded for a while, or somehow you did not have a purpose in all of this. You have lost, you have been disconnected from your purpose. Or from your expectations. Now, the Four of Cups reversed is very positive because it shows that somehow you are waking up from this emotional numbness. There was maybe a period of difficulty, of stagnation, and there is desire to move forward and to re-engage eventually with your path again. The Eight of Coins is describing all of this. You are leaving behind something that is no longer aligned with who you are and with your needs. So somehow you're choosing what actually is fulfilling you, and you're leaving behind things that are not serving you anymore. The Queen of Coins, of course, is very meaningful and very powerful. You are ready to reclaim, to receive back your value, your time, and your space. You are learning to sort of appear in a way that is both nurturing and empowering. You are grounded, you are rooted, and you are willing to start working again on your long term goals. So, very good beginning for you guys. And of course, the Queen of Coins is also kind of promising you that don't worry, this thing is going to work, this thing is going to be fine, because now you're seeing very clearly the direction that you are supposed to take. The child over here shows that you are kind of ready to open up to something new. Okay, so it makes absolute sense with what we have seen up to this point. With the bear, you're taking back your personal power, your strength, which makes it's something that you will need also in the process with your difficulties and when you will have to face some challenges, maybe. Your strength is important. Being grounded is important. Being serious and confident about what you're doing is important. Okay. So, for some of you, this could also show a position of leadership, maybe, or somehow you are protecting, maybe you're protecting your role, you're protecting your business. You have this protective sort of management type of role in this situation, okay? You are for sure gaining clarity here with the stars. You are receiving guidance. So somehow you're connecting again to your intuition. This, in terms of more practical terms, this could also indicate that you are trying to get a higher position, some form of improvement. And the stars is a very important card here because it shows acknowledgement, visibility. Okay. Now, lilies, maturity. Mm? You are learning to move with serious steps, stable steps, grounded steps. You're not rushing, and you are more aligned. Your actions are more aligned with whatever you have in your mind and what you're thinking. Why is this important? This is important because it shows that if you are preparing for something that requires grounded energy for a higher role or something like this, for a higher position, then that's the right attitude. You have the right attitude. Also, if you are thinking for example, opening up to something more creative, to build your own business, to become self-employed, also the bear is supporting you in this. Make sure that you don't rush and that you take steady steps ahead. Okay, very good. Now let's see what's coming forward, your opportunities. As you can see, we have Seven of Coins here, some again serious cards that are building up a certain energy. So somehow the ring makes sense because it shows that what you're building is long term. There is a situation where you have invested effort, energy, for some of you, even resources, okay, into something specific. The results are not appearing, are delayed, or maybe even unfair. Up to this point, you have been doing things and you haven't been, let's say, appreciated fully, or your efforts haven't really given you the results that you were expecting. These results are coming. So here we don't have something surprising. We have something that you have been working for a long time. You know what are your opportunities. You have been building your way towards these opportunities. Okay, so here I don't see surprises. I see the expected, finally, the expected growth that you have been waiting for so long. This can also look like a breakthrough. Like, oh my God, what have you done? This is great. You know very well that this is no breakthrough, that you have been working for a long time. You have been working not in a flashy way, like, oh my God, look at me, the stars. This wasn't about visibility. This was about humbleness, hard work, even when things were not really giving you the desired results, and yet you managed to bring it home, basically. Mm? So, growth is coming. The growth that you have been waiting for, the development that you have been working for, not waiting. You have invested energy, for some of you, even resources, your time. It's time to see the results. Okay, very good. So, because exactly you know what it takes to get here, I see you with this four of coins, with the energy of somebody who's being careful, not risking. You are not holding back, like, I don't want to invest. You got the fool over here. So you are willing to take risks that are quite careful risks. Okay, calculated risks. So I see you very business person type of energy. You know what you're doing, and because you have worked so hard, you know that maintaining the four of coins takes effort, and you got this. So you can relax. Mm? You don't have to be so worried about how things are going to go from now on. You have done a lot of hard work, and this thing is going to give great results. It's good that you are careful, it's good that you are focused, but you don't have to be that focused. Trust the process, but don't exhaust yourself over this. Okay, this new beginning, we have said that you have an opening. Probably this is what we are talking about, but honestly, you can also have some fun. Okay, don't focus so much on, oh my God, I have to have everything under control. Um, I think that what you're doing has a certain level of creative energy. It doesn't have to be artistic. It looks like somehow you really enjoy what you're doing. So that is the creative part of what you want to do. Also, watch out. I want you to be a bit more careful when it comes to your connections, because you can have that extra charm and attract the right type of connections and get the right opportunities. Also, this can indicate that some opportunities, that there are some people that might appear as opportunities, and in the end, or good connections, and in the end they might you know do not really, maybe they will not have really substance here. This is what you need to be careful of. You are very careful in general, but there is a problem that if you open up a bit, you might, you know maybe you need to set some boundaries. You don't have to be completely four of coins, but at the same time you don't have to be like, oh my God, everybody is my friend and everything is an opportunity. Somewhere there you need to work a bit on your survival mode. It's not we are getting out of the survival mode and everything is a fairy tale. Okay, right there you need to be a bit careful. Generally, you have growth, you have success, and this is very positive. The four of coins is one of the most beautiful cards when we are talking about career. Okay, especially with this type of with the knight of coins. What about the challenges? What should you expect? How to handle to avoid challenging moments? Um, I think that you know you have the tendency to get bored a bit easily. Now, I don't know if this is because you are very adventurous, extremely creative, or I think it's the second thing, or maybe you are still too worried about how certain things are going to go. You're like, no, I don't want to somehow get out of my survival mode, because if I get out of my survival mode, I might interrupt my growth, and I don't want to do this because I have done all this work to get to this point. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. But this thing can overwhelm you, can make you lose the fun of the situation. So that could be so this type of challenge is personal. It doesn't have to do with the external environment. So strength. The strength here is like you are trying, it makes perfect sense again. You are holding everything together. You are trying on the surface, okay, to have this strong facade, but maybe you are suppressing a part of yours that is a bit more joyful, a bit more fun, a bit more creative, okay. Think about it, if it makes sense. There is potential for further growth, but sometimes you are very afraid. Or some other times, because we have some dual messages here, maybe you are afraid of trusting other people, or maybe you're trusting the wrong people. It can go both ways. It depends on what stage of your energy you are right now. Because somebody who is extremely withdrawn and extremely careful, once they relax, maybe they are losing this sense of, boundaries that they had, and maybe they start trusting a lot the wrong people, the wrong circumstances. This is why I'm telling you that this type of situation can be compatible. So complementary, sorry, not compatible. So watch out for this. Watch out for this thing. You don't have to suppress everything, okay? Here, it's the moment you feel like you're moving forward, things are becoming more straightforward, more clear, it's all very positive, fantastic. But you feel like you have outgrown certain circumstances and situations. Not yet. Not yet. You need to be cautious, but you don't need to be shut down. So the challenges that you are meeting ahead are not related to things that are going to affect your growth or your finances from the external circumstances. It's something that has to do with you. You need to understand a bit better where you're standing with all of this. Okay, so don't be afraid to start new things. Don't be afraid to open up. You are grounded, you are cautious, but watch out that this thing is not slowing you down so you don't get into the miserable side of the Four of Coins. You guys, you know what? You require temperance in all of this. You have everything in the right place. It's just that when you get a bit tired or when you get a bit overwhelmed, it all starts becoming more, more Four of Coins, or it depends on your mood, more Fool's energy. It depends on your mood. We need a bit of temperance. That's your only obstacle here. Okay. Now, generally it's good. I mean, there is an opportunity over here again. It's going to be short term. Take quick advantage when it comes, so you can see clearly. If you're extremely careful, if you are being very strict or very stuck, you might lose opportunities that can give you extra boost. Of course, you need to focus on what you want to achieve and what is your higher vision. Because you can trust your intuition, you can listen to your inner voice, it goes pretty well. And of course, focus on what is what is keeping you stuck, what creates confusion, what drains your energy, and purge, remove this thing. This might also be, for example, I don't know, employment. I don't want to work as an employee. I want to have my own thing. I want to start my own thing, and I want to leave this thing. Okay, it's draining me. Let's do it. Okay, but at the same time, the cards are telling you, yeah, do it, but remember, can you pay your bills for the time being? Okay, so just because you're ready emotionally doesn't mean that you're out of the cycle. Okay, another thing, you are in a partnership with people that are draining you. They are unfair, they are not seeing your hard work, and you could get some growth elsewhere. You could improve your situation elsewhere. Look for another job, but this doesn't mean that you have to go to work and start insulting all your colleagues. Okay, you're not yet out of that cycle. Moderation, guys, moderation and balance. So you are definitely on the edge of this new cycle in front of you, but you are still carrying the weight of your old self, let's say. Something actually you thought that it would give you safety and balance practically is holding you back, and you need to somehow overcome, purge these situations. Now, don't settle for surviving. You are meant to thrive, to create. You don't need surviving. You need temperance, you need balance, absolutely, okay, but no more survival instinct. Listen to your inner voice, listen to your intuition. You have really, you have this gift, and you can help yourself throughout the way. You don't have to be constantly shut down survival mode. Okay, great. You are thriving here. Very good. This is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so, so much for watching, guys. Bye bye. Pile 2. If you have chosen the key and ruby, Zoisite ruby stone, this will be your reading. So let's see. I have shuffled already. Okay. So your current energy around your career and your career choices. Let's see. The opportunities that are coming forward. Challenges, momentum, movement. Let's see. And how are you supposed to approach all this? Let's see. Queen of Wands reversed. This is your current situation. The Magician reversed. Three of Coins. Hierophant. Five of Cups. Coffin. Ring. Dog. Garden. Lady. Okay, then we have the opportunities. The Hierophant. 10 of coins, very good. The Chariot reversed. Page of coins reversed. The Hermit reversed. The Sun. The Moon. Bouquet. Heart. Letter. I think here we are having a problem with, honestly, with your, how ready you feel, how confident you feel. Maybe you don't feel so confident, but you have great opportunities ahead of you. I don't see drastic changes. What I see is that somehow you need to change a bit your mindset, but let's see the rest of the cards for a moment. Now we have challenges, momentum. Let's see. Two of Swords reversed. 10 of coins reversed. You see, guys, what's going on. That maybe you don't feel confident enough to take drastic action because maybe you feel like the opportunity that you have ahead of you looks like something that you cannot handle. I'm just saying, we will see now carefully. Give me a moment. 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords, the Lovers. You need to take more drastic decisions, yin and yang, adjacent possibilities, community, and attachment. Maybe we have people that are not really helping us with all of this. It looks like you do have some serious potential. Let's start with the Queen of Wands over here, because the Queen of Wands is reversed, and it shows more or less what I was telling you, that somehow some loss, some transformation over here has made you lose your confidence. You don't feel acknowledged. You feel, or maybe you're tired. Very, very simple. Maybe you have been in a contract, in a situation, in an environment that has been draining you. And yes, but you need to be very careful about this, because it feels like instead of knowing your worth, recognizing your worth, you're absorbing what is happening around you. Of course, this is something that happens, but I mean, you really have to do something to step up with your energy, to find your confidence again, okay? So, um, for you, if you're an artist, we have creative blocks, so you don't feel like you can collaborate very nicely in a situation in your current environment, or maybe you are projecting your fears because maybe you had some form of loss in the past and you're afraid that something like this will repeat itself. Okay, so you're kind of afraid. So yes, as I've told you, the Magician reversed is showing that you have all the skills, you have all the tools, but you don't trust them. You're like, no, 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 it's okay. I feel like instead of creating and stand up and do your thing, you're kind of following the safe path without this thing being something bad. Okay, there are people who want to follow the safe path, okay, but you don't do it out of your conscious choice with awareness. I feel like you're doing that out of fear. I don't know if it makes sense, okay? Or maybe you tried before, but you didn't get the results that you wanted. So you're like, no, I'm not trying. I'm going to go safe. I don't know. I feel like you can do more. You deserve more. You know what? If you're already visualizing something more than the safe path, it means that you can get there. Okay. If you were happy with the safe path, with whatever you're experiencing at the moment, you wouldn't feel drained. I'm just saying. Okay. Anyways, now we have the Three of Coins. So, on a practical level, what you're experiencing, it's okay. So I don't feel like there is a disaster at the moment. I feel like there is a collaboration going on, potentially in some form of company, in an environment that has a very layered, a very clear separation between roles, positions, and various things. So there is a very clear structure to follow and a very clear dogma. It's safe, but this is a choice that you are making because of the Five of Cups. We are kind of grieving opportunities or a vision or something. Something is in your mind, guys. Come on. There is something you are longing for, something more over here. That's how I feel. But also you feel tied to this situation. Like, oh my God, okay, I have. Somehow this commitment towards these people. But somehow you don't want to be represented by the Hierophant. You want to be represented by yourself, by your face. You're the face. You're the your presence. So you see that I'm telling you that it's not that what you are experiencing is bad at the moment. On a practical level, other people would be pretty satisfied with what you got. But it's not what you want. This is what I see. So what are we experiencing right now? You are clearly in recovery mode. There is an old version of you, of your career that has ended. You're still recovering from that loss. You're like, oh my God, I don't want this thing to happen again. Not survival, recovery is different. And then you're saying, you know what? Yes, but I wanted more. Yes, I wanted more, but it didn't work. I wanted more, but I'm not feeling ready. I will stay where I am. Okay, fine. But remember that this is simply your recovery. It doesn't have to be everything. It doesn't have to define you. That 2 years from now you're supposed to be here, okay? Now, opportunities, you do have opportunities here, opportunities. First of all, Hierophant, already your environment is not bad. You can achieve growth. It's not your thing. It's not your style. Okay. We got the Hierophant again, 10 of coins, and the Sun. And this is making me understand that, yes, there is. You can create your own dogma. You can create your own legacy in an environment, in something different than what you're experiencing right now. This is a more personalized dogma. It's like you're starting your own religion. In Hierophant terms, you know what I mean. So this whole thing can bring stability. We are talking about financial stability and also the sense of security that will make you get out of this recovery mode that you are right now. Okay. But we get to the Chariot in reverse, and this thing makes me upset because the Chariot in reverse is not like, oh my God, it's not going, it's not moving. It's your mindset where you're saying, no, I will not reach the end. I will not make it. I'm not enough. I don't have the energy. I mean, why are you hesitating so much over your abilities and your skills? Let's assume that there was a failure in the past. This failure is part of your experience, very clearly. Is part of something that will create the person that we see over here. You can do it. You can do it very clearly. So you have spent too much time into this hermit mode. You have spent time thinking, trying to understand, trying to create plans, and then you're getting kind of lost in all this narrative, feeling not confident, and we are losing, the growth. When it comes to the timing, this is not something that, oh my God, this opportunity is coming ahead, guys, you need to get ready. I think that this is your personal project. So this is why it makes sense with all the delay. It makes sense with the lack of confidence. Maybe you are a bit lost in the idea of, oh my God, I need to make this perfect. Sometimes the Hierophant is about traditional paths. This Hierophant is not okay for you. You want to create this Hierophant, but you're projecting too much perfection to this thing. It's like, it needs to be seen, it needs to be perfect, it needs to be out there, and okay, it needs to be done basically. So start doing it. Start delivering, because you can. The cards are very clear. Now, of course, I don't know if the message will resonate or not. That's another thing. But I'm telling you exactly what we see right here, okay? So, letter. I'm going to the letter directly because this is the message, the offer, the breakthrough conversation that will help you get out of this mindset, of this difficult energy over here. So, this thing is very fulfilling. You can see it. It's like a love story over here. This thing is fantastic. It is going to make you feel good about yourself, about what you're doing, what you're delivering, how you're handling your abilities, your time, everything. So go ahead and start that thing. I think it's something personal. It's not something that is out there or whatever, and I need to look for a new job. This is your personal project, if you ask me. In terms of, if we make it a bit less personal, yeah, I'm sure it could be a new job. But the Ten of Coins, maybe this is something, a small family business, for example. While this is more structured, more layered, okay? Now, let's get to this. Challenges, movement, actions. What is it? What is the dynamic here? What do we need to know? So, what is your mental block? Once more, I want you to notice Two of Swords reversed. So, what is success to you? You're overwhelming yourself, guys, over this question. This is how I feel. You have the skills. I will be saying this again, again, again. You have the skills, you have the possibility for growth, but it feels like the moment you start applying these skills, you feel like, oh, I don't have the energy. I don't have what it takes. Or other people have told me that this wasn't such a great idea. Okay, I mean, what about you? What do you want? What is your soul telling you that you should follow? The Ten of Coins reversed is showing that you are like, what if I'm wrong? What if this is not my path? So you do understand that look at this, the Eight of Wands is your growth, your development, your potential. The Eight of Wands is there screaming for movement, screaming for you to get on your chariot and go, okay? This is very important for your development. Take action. Even if this action is not great, even if it feels like it's not working, you have to take action. This is what the cards are telling you. The Nine of Swords is aligned to this, stressed because you want to have, to make the right thing. And in the end, the Lovers are clearly telling you to choose. What to choose? To choose yourself, to choose your project, to choose the smaller business in comparison to this big layered thing, whatever that is, okay? Align with what feels real to you, with what feels like you are falling in love with whatever you are doing. Don't go the safe path. For the time being, okay, keep going on the safe path until you recover a bit emotionally and everything, but then start projecting the idea that yes, you will start moving forward and you will create your own plan and you will unlock your potential the way you can unlock it, by the way. It's not about you deserve it, try. You got what it takes, guys. Very clearly. Now, I want you to feel that this blockage is part of your path. It's not a blockage, it's a transition. We have gone through a struggle. Where was the struggle? There. And now we are recovering. Yes, we are in recovery mode and we want something safe for now. But tomorrow we need to wake up with the idea that yes, this is a phase. This is not something that I have to stay here forever. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe within a month I can start thinking about taking some steps further. I can start cultivating this idea in my mind because, guys, with a page of coins, it's like you are refusing that there is a potential here. This is a recovery mode. This is not your normal way of being, okay? So over here, this is you are being transformed, you develop, okay, adjacent possibilities. Maybe there are also other ways. You don't have to close that door that makes you feel safe and open this door and become fully overwhelmed because you don't know if it's going to work or not. How about finding middle ground solutions? Adjacent possibilities that could combine your need for safety and your excitement to start building something. That could also be something that you can take into consideration. Sure, the community is important, but we also need to be very careful who we are choosing to be in a community with. Attachment issues. If there is an attachment over here, if there are people who are telling you choose the safe path, choose the right path is the path of the safety, they have a point. Yes. But what if it's everything is gray for you and you don't like it and you want something else and you are hoping for something else? Take that into consideration. So the cards are telling you you don't have to choose now. You don't have to wake up tomorrow and leave your job and start your own business and whatever. Okay. But you can start changing your mindset for a second. Start working from this tiny little thing over here, the page of coins, and refuse this idea that things cannot change. Acknowledge that, yes, things can change. Today, things are kind of stuck. I need safety. Tomorrow, I will be strong again and I will get on my chariot and go towards my castle. Okay, this is what I see. Great potential. You have fantastic potential. It's just that you have to understand that sometimes even the most driven people need some time to recover from failures, setbacks, and do not be afraid of the idea of setback or failure. Apart from the fact that failures and setbacks are in the past right now, the setback is helping you understand what you need to change, how you need to approach things, and is preparing you for higher achievements. You don't have here, this is not about career, this is about vision. You have vision here, you have a goal. So follow your vision, guys. Very good. So unlock your potential here with a key. Let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye. Pile 3. If you have chosen the bear and the fluorite, this is going to be your reading. So let's see. What is the message when it comes to your career? Let's see your current energy. What is going on now and where are you? What is happening? I have already shuffled. So let's see. This is your current situation. Let's pull also some Lenormand, of course, because yes. Then we want to know your opportunities. And then we will talk about challenges, momentum, actions. Let's see. The future, where are we going? What's going on? All of these things. Okay. And how are you supposed to handle all this? Let's see. 9 of Swords. Current situation. Maybe a bit stressed, a bit worried. King of Cups reversed. Queen of Swords reversed. 6 of Coins reversed. And the Emperor. Ship. Okay. Key. Tower. Crossroads. Birds. Now, opportunities. Page of Coins reversed. 5 of Wands. 3 of Cups. Hermit reversed. 9 of Swords reversed. Nice. Then we have Lilies, Mountain. Okay, Ship again. Storks, Clouds, Bear, Anchor. Very good. Now, we want to see challenges, momentum, actions you might have to take. Emperor reversed. So release the control. Number one thing that I have to tell you. Ace of Cups. The Star reversed. 2 of Wands reversed. 9 of Swords reversed. Okay, let's put it over here. One more. 2 of Cups, very good. Now we have Man holding a coin, King of Coins. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Okay. Angel of Love. And what's this? Archangel Ariel, 2nd chakra. Okay. Here. Good. Now, as you can see, there is a certain level of stress in this situation. Here, what we are talking about very clearly is some form of emotional clarity, detachment from patterns and situations that are not really productive and helping us anymore. Obviously, you are under pressure with the 9 of Swords. There's anxiety. There's anxiety for sure about controlling practical things, or even anxiety around financial stability. But it is also showing that this whole situation is affecting you deeply on an emotional level. So you are affected, but you are not sharing these feelings with the King of Cups reversed. Okay. All of this, of course, this tension, this need to show that there is control is causing here the Queen of Swords to be reversed. So feeling tired, feeling like you don't see a clear way out of this situation, an easy way out of this situation. And maybe you might be also a bit defensive and don't get upset, maybe a bit stubborn here with the Emperor. Okay, so is this thing somehow justified? I think it is. I think it is because the Six of Coins, even though here it shows somebody who doesn't want to share the struggle, once we get here, we understand what's going on. We see that you have been giving and giving and giving too much. So somehow, whether this thing has been done because you were invested emotionally in this career, in this job, or whether this is expressing financial struggles or underpaid situations, okay, because you had to, let's say, what we understand is that you need to somehow return to some balance. If the balance cannot be financial at the moment, at least you can let go a bit of this emperor that is at the moment, this emperor. The emperor is good to drive you towards the future, to tell you you are ready to change. Okay, that if you show real strength and acknowledge that you have been so strong and so putting so much effort for so much time, the emperor will work as something positive. But right now, the emperor is here to control all of this and to hold it together. So I think the idea here is that somehow you have to start rediscovering what you're capable of because you have been bearing yourself under the stress. Whether this stress, attention, whether this stress is justified under practical reasons, struggles, financial struggles, or if it is something that is driven by ego, like I want to achieve this type of career, I haven't achieved it yet, so I'm freaking out. Okay. It depends. It's not bad. Feelings are feelings. Emotions are human, part of our essence. But the point is to define and find when this thing is hopeful and positive for us and when it's something that we need somehow to let go. Now, on a more positive side, we have the ship and the key. So you need to start moving forward. If you can't do it on your own, the solution will come from the outside environment because somehow the divine is like, oh my God, let's do something about this pile 3. So there are changes, solutions. You will be making serious decisions, and these decisions are going to be very clear. Okay, so of course you will tell me, how is this possible? I have been in this super foggy situation. I don't know what to do. I'm stressed out. The opportunity that is coming, guys, there is the key, is unlocking this moment over here, is giving you this sense of clarity, and you're finding sort of your gateway. Like, let me follow that. Let me go towards that direction. And you can see, you can find your direction. There is also communication. I think there is communication. This can be, I'm talking to somebody who is distant from me, a friend, a colleague, somebody who is talking to you about a new opportunity. Okay. So because we are so stuck, the solution will come from the outside, in your case, to open slightly that door that will make you decide that, yes, somehow I need to let go of all these control issues. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I keep going and I leave this difficult situation that I'm experiencing right now. So this is a very important opportunity, or simply a very important feedback that somehow is going to unlock all these blockages. Now, our opportunities. We do have opportunities here. The ship, once again, lilies, bear, which shows strength, resilience. It's not that you are not strong. I want you to notice that on the first part of the reading, you are using that strength to suppress and not to resolve. But that person, I think this is actually somebody, is coming from a distance, or you're talking to them over the phone, I don't know, whatever, and they are telling you, go ahead, do this, change, you should do that, here is an opportunity. But you have doubts, you are not 100% sure about this. Okay. You are exploring this new offer, these new ideas. This could also indicate, listen, there is a stork over here. So maybe what we are talking about is about you getting on that boat or getting on the stork, flying away to another place and creating stability in a new city, a new country, something like this. Maybe this is why you're stuck and you're thinking about this so much. Or maybe maybe this is not an actual change of place. Maybe it's I'm changing career. It can be a bit more metaphorical, no? The point is this, that you have your doubts, but gradually you are working on them. You're gradually releasing the control, you're releasing the confusion, and gradually you start channeling something more focused. And we get to the Three of Cups. Now, people, listen to the people around you. Usually we are saying the opposite. Go within. Go within. No, don't go anymore within, please. Because when you're going within, that's what's happening during this period. Okay, you don't go within. You don't need to go within right now. You need to connect to people that are going to give you new ideas, inform you about what's going on. For some reason, I feel like your career path is deeply connected to the idea of sort of, I don't know, PR, connections, making sure that I am extremely aware of what is happening around me in my career at this very moment. So it's not like you're going on your path all alone, isolated. So this hermit is not helping you. This is why he's upside down, poor hermit. So we have been going inwards for too long. And now it's time to release this panic loop, this difficulty, this struggle, and start seeing what is going on around us again. Okay. So this is the reason, this is the way that you will overcome your blockages, your stuck energy, and you will start connecting to something more, something that works more, basically. You got over here ship and stork, so movement, change, and that change is positive. It is clouded a bit. We have our doubts, we're not so sure. It's one thing to have doubts, it's another thing to block completely yourself because you are struggling. This is good. Okay. And we are getting, of course, to this beautiful anchor that is talking about stability in this case. It's not talking about being stuck, because already we have been stuck, we have released, and we are moving forward. Very good. Nice opportunities are coming ahead, but you need to be in a place where you are ready to connect with the right people, to listen to positive opportunities and feedbacks, and to follow along if a transition is necessary. I think it's quite clear that something has to change, something is changing, and maybe you have been holding back here because you don't want to change that much over here. Now, let's go to this. Momentum, challenges, and how are you supposed to handle all this? Yes, this transition. You will follow this transition anyways, okay? Whether it is to go to a new country, new city, new job, new career, something is going to come forward, and the community, the people around you will help you complete this step. It's good. Now, you're completing this step and you're finding yourself in this new, let's call it environment, because we don't know what is really exactly, this new way of being, this new environment. This Emperor reversed. Number one, in the beginning is good because you have left behind the stubbornness and all of this, but at the same time, you feel like, I feel like I don't feel like I'm already okay with all of this. It's absolutely normal. Decisions have been taken. There was confusion. You did somehow. You have been forced to take these decisions. To get out of isolation, to get out of a mindset that was supposed to be working, but it wasn't really working. You are leaving all this behind and you start connecting to a more positive mindset, as you can see with the Ace of Cups. So, this period of adjustment is not really going to last for a long time. You find your positivity again, you find some balance with the Ace of Cups, feelings start flowing in a more naturally, more positive way, so that is good. We still have a bit of a blurry vision, but it's one thing to have stars reversed, it's another thing to have all of this thing over here, okay, this struggle. It's okay, you start seeing hope, distant, a bit doubty, a bit more on the pessimistic side, but far more stable. This is a period of adjustment. This is a period of adjustment for sure that you will have in this new environment, in this new status quo. It's not bad. Take your time. Don't force the idea that you need to control everything. And it's going just great. As you can see, the Nine of Swords is officially reversed. So we are very happy because we are releasing the fear of the past, and gradually we also create partnerships that are going to be very positive for our growth, and we start planning ahead. So it's good. It's good. For some of you, this transition might also be related to the idea that I don't know, my partner, my spouse is wants to follow a completely different path, and I am struggling because I don't know if I want to follow something like this. It's good. Another thing, if you are, for example, single or something, here with these cards, we have to say that you might find love in this new environment. You never know. Okay. Now, what are you supposed to do with all of this? How are you supposed to embrace? Chakras everywhere. So speak your truth. Don't hide what you want. Don't suppress your feelings. Express how you feel, what you think. Speak your truth. Again, I'm telling you. Second chakra. It's like you're reclaiming your sensuality, your ability to have fun, enjoying yourself. Maybe it's just about joy. It's about releasing the stress. Maybe it's something more. It's like finding the love. Because then we have angel of love. So for me, it is a bit romantic, all of this. But since it is a career reading, we need to see this. You need to handle yourself and others with compassion. Okay, don't isolate yourself. Don't go back to the Nine of Swords. You don't need that. And of course, the King of Coins over here, great, ideal card for a career reading. It shows that you will reach a point where you can make clear decisions, you will be grounded, you will be stable, so it's good. This thing, in general, is telling you not to change your mindset and stop being the emperor and stop being this, stop being that. What you are asked to do is trust yourself and also learn how to trust others again. Especially when you know, because this person over here that is talking to you and is telling you, hey, there is another solution, here's the key. It's not somebody, it's not, I don't know, your long cousin, your forgotten friend from the school. No, no, no. It's somebody that you can trust, but still you don't feel ready here. You're struggling. So you have to understand that it's okay to be confused. And clarity will come, but say yes to some empathy towards yourself. Say yes to other people. Be a bit more open. Your power is returning and will fully return. You will have the possibility to feel joyous and happy again. And of course, this thing, as you can imagine, shows a certain clarity when it comes to finances. So this new opportunity, this transition that you will go through, is not a transition that is going to make you happy. It's going to make you happy because you will have also more money apart from the rest of the things. Okay, this is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so, so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.